My name is Bruno Huzon. Valentin Lefebvre and I are the co-founders of Total Immersion Company, which specializes in augmented reality technology. So here, I have a flower in my hand. It's pretty, but it doesn't really exist. What you see is a 3D object that we're merging into a video in real time. By using standard personal computer, we can mix real and virtual together with a new level of interactivity, a new level of fluidity. And look how the flower is perfectly following the movement of my hand. So, what is the demonstration today? We have on this table 2 video cameras, providing video stream to both computers. We have on this table some real elements representing the real world. And we have on the screen the information after the images after the information has been processed using our technology. And in the next few minutes, I'm going to show you how we can add and move around any object in this real world with a big simplicity. So what is augmented reality for? Our software is already used by our clients in aeronautic and automotive markets, such as Airbus, Nissan, BMW. We provide to this company a very powerful new product with multiple applications, from design simulation to maintenance. Using augmented reality, software engineers and designers can visualize new prototypes by changing shapes, colors, testing new ergonomic, cutting design time and cost dramatically, saving over 10 million euros on each project. So as we blend the real and the virtual together, the car that I have in my hand right now. Valentin, can I have something a little nicer, please? Thank you, Van. So as I put the hammer on this table, oh, you missed it. Let's try again, Valentin. As I put the hammer on this table, we are going to start a race by producing a 3D element that will take into account the actual relief of these real models using real terrain feedback. So it's important to note that what we'll hear on stage, using only a table and a few models to represent the real world, our clients are already merging 3D into video with exactly the same simplicity. So let me show you now how, using augmented reality, city planners and architects can test new models for their project, letting people visualize how these projects will change their surroundings. And once again, you can see here how this 3D building is perfectly merged to these rooms. So Valentin, as we have this building, can we have an heliport? Thank you, Val. And as we have an heliport, can you fly an helicopter? Thanks. So these changes are also a great value to the entertainment industry, letting them storyboard new elements instantly and keep overall costs down. But look who is inside the helicopter. I think you know her. Oh, Chris. I didn't know you learned to pilot an helicopter. That's great news. Well, on top of that, we can even do lighting and environment mapping to get this 3D object as real as possible. So on location, on battlefield, in the research lab, on a road, or even in a small space, we can add any number of 3D objects, providing any information such as point-to-point distances. And once again, the ability of our software to mask the 3D element by these real models with such accuracy is unique. Let me give you another example of how, using augmented reality, we can even look inside this building to see how it is laid out. That's totally new. And right now, for those who still have some doubts about our technology, watch this and watch your heads, everybody. Valentin is going to fly the helicopter inside the audience. Be careful, Valentin. So, it's possible, even here in the hotel Ballroom, Arizona, Scottsdale, to prove to you the flexibility our software provides to you and to many of your clients. I would like to thank Chris for her invitation. I would like to thank you for your attention. I would like to thank also Demo Organization. And I hope I'll get the opportunity to meet many of you on our booth 15. And let me break everything before.
On March 13, 1997, scores, perhaps hundreds of Arizonans were privy to one of the most dramatic UFO sightings of the modern age. And at least one Phoenix resident also witnessed a strange holographic image in the wake of that massive triangular UFO. But was she the only one who got a glimpse of the truth? At 8:30 Mountain Standard Time, a caller to the National UFO Reporting Center stated that he had seen the giant triangle and what he thought was a red laser beam shoot out of the craft very near to where Christine had seen the hologram.
The testimony that says that there was a red laser beam tends to lead one toward the explanation that it was a holographic projection. And it might be that as they were shutting those sources down or in the process of moving it across the sky, one accidentally became visible for a short period of time.
And where does a red laser beam and a striking UFO also make a nighttime appearance? In Mexico City. Gustavo Camacho and Hugo Yax are photojournalists for Excelsior, one of Mexico's oldest and most prestigious newspapers. On the night of August 26, 1997, Hugo was shooting a test of a red laser beam in downtown Mexico City. And when the laser beam appeared, so did a UFO.
They were shooting the lasers from one building to another. A beam was thrown, and I started taking pictures. I came back to the newspaper to develop them, and I showed them to Mr. Camacho, that we had lights or spots on the film. He told me to process the negatives and develop them again. I cleaned the negative and did the whole procedure again. The lights didn't go away. The funny thing about this situation is that in negative number 2, the points appear vertically. In number 3, they disappear. In number 4, they appear again. Then it skips to number 8, when the points are horizontal. I have been with the paper for 26 years, and I have reached the conclusion that this was not any spots or reflections. but real luminous points that were in the sky.
Mexico City, because of its pollution, it would be an ideal place to experiment with laser holography. The fact that there was an incident where a red laser shot into the sky and at the same time a UFO was spotted seems to have more than coincidental relation.
And perhaps the fact that the big saucer of '97 appeared on one of the smoggiest days of the year is no coincidence either.
the James Webb Space Telescope. Using the largest deployable telescope ever launched, James Webb Space Telescope will peer deep into space, through cosmic dust and further back in time than ever before. to observe the universe billions of years ago when stars and galaxies were just beginning to form.
Holograms are three-dimensional images produced by two distinct beams of light, but until now they could only be seen but not touched. Now scientists in Japan have changed all that with the creation of touchable holograms.
Researchers at Tokyo University have come up with a technology that is a first and significant step away from the mouse and keyboard, touchable holograms.
Up until now, holography has been for the eyes only, and if you try to touch it, your hand would go right through. But now we have a technology that also adds the sensation of touch to holograms.
The technology consists of software that uses ultrasonic waves to create pressure on the hand of the user touching the projected hologram. Researchers are using two Wiimotes from Nintendo's Wii gaming system to track a user's hand. The technology was used at SIGGRAPH, an annual computer graphics conference, and has so far only been tested with relatively simple objects. But its inventors have big plans for touchable holograms in the future.
For example, it's been shown that in hospitals, there can be contamination between people due to objects that are touched communally. But if you can change the switches and such into a virtual switch, then you no longer have worry about touch contamination. This is one application that's quite easy to see.
Touchable holograms could be used for a wide variety of things, everything from light switches to books, with each appearing when needed and then disappearing when not. And holograms could replace the need for making new interfaces for technology, since they could be changed without having to make a new physical product.